Thank you for watching this short video. It's a heart to soul reflection for the day, and I share these words which were channeled by the Cosmic Christ for you. And this is what he shares with our hearts today. This is a time of abundance in your life. Your cup runneth over with blessings. After plodding uphill for many weeks, you are now traipsing through lush meadows drenched in warm sunshine. I want you to enjoy to the full this time of ease, and want you to enjoy to the full the blessings I give you, which are for your refreshment. I delight in providing it for you. Sometimes my children hesitate to receive my good gifts with open hands. Feelings of false guilt creep in, telling them that they don't deserve to be so richly blessed. This is nonsense thinking, because no one deserves anything from me. My kingdom is not about earning or deserving. It's about believing and receiving. When a child of mine balks at accepting my gifts, I am deeply grieved. When you receive my abundant blessings with a grateful heart, I rejoice. My pleasure in giving and your pleasure in receiving flow together in joyous harmony. What is that saying to your heart? What do you sense right now, having heard those beautiful words from the Cosmic Christ? I know that I've befriended many beautiful souls in my ministry, both as a nursing monk, then as a senior nurse in palliative care, caring for the dying, and of course latterly as an enclosed monk, a member of the Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans. And I've been so privileged to be used by God to touch some hearts that have just drifted into a deep despair, and who convinced themselves that they were not worthy to receive a blessing from God. And so many souls are entrapped in that mindset, because from an early age they were told that they were useless, not good enough, that they would never achieve much in this life. And I was one of them. As a little boy growing up in a large Catholic family, my father had great expectations of me to go to boarding school like he did, to be a high achiever. But it didn't resonate, because I knew I was more hands-on, and I wanted to be a missionary in Africa. And of course I met with his displeasure. And I guess deep down I loved my dad, but my dad, I sense, had a strange way of loving me. He was quite a violent, brutal man, but I still loved him. And I guess throughout my journey, I focused that negative mindset on God. Why should I expect anything from God when my father would let me down, my birth father would let me down so many times in my life? But I had a rude awakening, because when I became very ill 16 years ago and lost everything through my mental health breakdown, that was a very precious time when I look back and reflect. It was a breakthrough from living in fear and negativity to living in God's presence and taking one day at a time. And though I still struggle at times to receive gifts from others, I now accept them in love and don't have to run up enormous bills using my credit card to try and win people's affection and friendship by pleasing their ego or being what they want me to be. Finally, I am who I am. I'm a child of God, and like you, I'm learning to trust my heart more and listen to my heart in periods of silence during the day. And I never hear in those periods of silence that I'm useless or not good enough. I always sense that I'm loved by God. But if I go into my head, then my head will tell me I'm useless, I'm no good at anything, so why bother? So it's important that we discern, who is it that we love, God or ego? But as Jesus said, this is a time of abundance in your life. Do you feel that? Maybe not. But let's read again. Your cup runneth over with blessings. Where are they? They're there waiting for us to receive them. But until we surrender our heart to God in love, then the blessings will be kept in abeyance until we do surrender our heart to love and make time to be still and allow the heart to become reawakened, not to what our head is telling us, but to what God is sharing with us. You know, you may have heard the words, I called you by your name, you're mine. I have loved you with an everlasting love. These are not my words. These are the words of a loving God. But Jesus said, sometimes my children hesitate to receive my good gifts with open hands through fear, unworthiness, low self-worth. Don't you think it's time that we drew a line in the sand and that we came away from that mindset and just invite, invoke, and call upon the Spirit of God to empower us, reawaken our heart to love, and surrender our heart to love as a child of God, not a child of fear. Interestingly, I had an email from a lovely, lovely lady who's very spiritual about a week or two ago, saying she struggles with receiving God's love because everything has gone wrong in her life. She gets over one crisis and there's another one already in the wings. So her life has been all about pain, suffering, dejection, rejection. And of course it's understandable why one is hesitant. But when you hold them in your heart and you pray with them, share with them, love them, empower them, then God does something amazing for them. When you ask Him to touch them, He touches them. But He asks that we are open to receive that love. Are you open in your heart? If not, why not? We're only given one day at a time to live. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's mystery, today is the miracle. Let us embrace the here and now, the abundance that God has waiting for you. And all you have to do is open your arms and receive. Let us just pray. Father, Mother God, I bring to you those who will watch this video, who will be guided by you to come and watch it. And I ask that you touch them and fill them with your peace, your love, and your joy. And in their woundedness, speak to them in the silence of their soul, affirming that they are not rejected, but that they are loved by you. And we ask this in the name of the risen cosmic Christ. Namaste. Shalom. Inshallah. Pax et bonum. Om Shanti. Solo di Caritas. Salam alaikum.